Well, hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel where it's all about racing. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun. We've got a rather odd car to review. This is a Creation Autosportif 2004 number 27 Leicester Storm by Spark in 1/43 scale. Now right away you can tell that this is an older Spark model with the silver reflective packaging that you have. The car is mounted on a black wooden painted base. It has acrylic jewel cover, you can clearly see, and it's, as I mentioned, it has this unique, what I thought was probably pretty cool back in the day, reflective silver packaging. So this rather unique car was a modulated GT racing car manufactured by a UK low-volume manufacturer called Leicester Storm. The road car made its debut in 1993, and at that time using the largest V12 engine available, a 7-liter Jaguar, being the one used in the Jaguar XJR9. So this car had one hell of a front-mounted power plant. The road and race car both featured the same V12 engine, which produced 546 horsepower and 583 foot-pounds of torque. Now, talking about the road car, note that there were only 4 road-going versions ever made, only 3 surviving today, selling for over 220,000 pounds before production ceased. And guys, I think it's a rather ugly car. I could never imagine anybody spending 220,000 pounds on one of these things when there's so much better looking and probably better cars available on the market. I mean, that's an awful lot of money. However, if you have one of those 3, it's probably worth a damn fortune these days. Now, the race car made its debut in the 1995 24 Hours of Le Mans, going up against all the other GT legends from McLaren, Ferrari, Porsche, Jaguar, and never performed up to expectations. What a shocker. For 1997, the Leicester Storm was updated, called the Storm GTL. An updated version did win the 1999 British GT Championship. Congratulations, guys. In 1999, the Storm reappeared competing in the FIA GT Championship in the new GT2 class and had some limited success. It won the 2001 British GT Championship by taking 7 wins, and 2002 it came in second. On a roll. Now here's where the story is relevant to this car. In 2003, the factory team was joined by customer team Creation Autosportif based out of Oxford. And for 2004, Creation Autosportif would take over as the marquee car brand and the main competitor in the FIA GT Championship. It would have little success. Well, what a shocker there. Now, one of the cool things about Spark's cars that I really like is the fact that they have the names of the drivers. If you can't see it on the car itself, they're clearly printed on the base, and this one's really confusing. All 4 drivers I've never heard of were from the UK. Jamie Campbell Walter, Bobby Verdun Rowe, Peter Snowden, and Jamie Derbyshire. So now let me give you my thoughts on the car. As I mentioned before, I think it is a rather ugly car myself. I mean, I really don't find this thing very attractive. I do, however, like the livery. I love the sparkle blue with the yellow creation on it, and kind of like that sun design that you have. The yellow wheels, I think, are really, really neat. Your exhaust, remember this French car comes out here on both sides of the car. This is, being a British car, it is a right-hand drive car. And you can clearly see the seat and everything else over there in this. The car itself, I've been looking at this thing for a week. I usually draw these things up about a week before I review them. It's been sitting on my desk, square on my monitor, and I keep looking and I go, it's a neat car, but damn, it's just ugly. It almost looks like a NASCAR car. It's got these ugly headlights flanked by these rivets and bolts. You've got air intakes here. It's for an engine car as well as here and back here as well. So I get that. But it's an earlier Spark model, and for that, it's not that bad. The grille work actually looks rather nice. It's not Tampo graphics. It's a nice inlaid part. And as you can see, there's a big red tow hook. You can see right there sticking out of the front of it. Looking at the car from the back, it gets even uglier here. Now, granted, this is a really old car, so you're not going to see a diffuser underneath there. The exhausts I mentioned are on the side of the car. You do have the taillights. Again, it's just not a good-looking car. The shape of the car is just weird. The rear end, I think, looks terrible. The front end almost just as bad. There's a cool look at the car from the top. I do love the huge rear wing with Dunlop on it, which is really, really nicely done. You'll notice you're going to see, it almost looks like one of those RWB, Porsches that has been butchered by some guy in Japan. All these rivets and, along the fender wells. Just, like I say, it's not a very attractive car. Well, folks, that wraps it up. Let me know what you think about this car in the comments. Take care. See you next time.